Greetings once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. It's been a little bit. We've been doing a massive overhaul of a bunch of Q-Test stuff. It's been absolutely tiring, but I'm done with it. I made it through all that. Made it through the entirety of the Q-Test Naption a compilation pack, as well as before that, I did the Quake It pack. So needless to say, we've done a lot of compilations and lots of random garbage recently. And this one's a bit of a little side thing, I guess you could say. This one's not connected to any of the compilations I've been recently tackling. It's a file I managed to get elsewhere. This one is basically another level made by JONLEVEL that's another early test level for Thread. And therefore, its name is entering JONLEVEL just like the last level we checked out. But while that one was a fancy big temple, this one was made a couple days later. I believe that one was July 23rd. This one's July 28th. And this one is just basically a sphere. Basically, it's a simple map showing some water objects in Quake. And yeah, it's another early test level for Thread, just like the last one. It's a very, very similar. I decided because I bumped across it, I was looking around and I managed to find this particular level. One of the only links on the original Thread website that actually worked. Every other link on the Thread website was like broken or didn't download or whatnot. But this one file I was able to salvage from it. And it's one I haven't seen in any compilation. So I'm not sure if we're going to run across it anywhere. So, because it's actually historically within that period, and it's definitely based on everything I found from that particular period, I decided to cover it and check it out. As said, it has a build time of about 5 minutes. It's a really, really basic level we're talking about here. It's more just about checking it out and seeing the one little basic thing. Yeah, in fact, he even said you may distribute this file in any electronic format. Ironic that he said you could do that when all the levels that people say you can't do that are not normally included. Rather interesting. But yeah, this level, let's check it out. Because, as I said, it's a really basic one. It's just a simple test map. But it's something to do, something actually to see that we haven't seen before. And at this particular period of time, I'm still digging through a lot of stuff that's kind of covering similar ground to what we've already covered. Before I move forward and get to like a whole new region, I'm trying to clear out, siphon through a lot of the stuff that we've been going through, trying to get clearer timestamps, trying to get actual links, trying to find certain levels that we've yet to find. Like, I think we still have like 18 or so levels made for like Aftershock that we haven't seen in the base game. And Aftershock, honestly, I think ripped levels until like early October. So I think it's all within that same era. So I'm not too sure like where those other levels are or when we're going to run across them. Maybe we'll see them in a later compilation made in like 97 or something like that. And we'll like have to go back and add them to this 96 collection, if you will. But that's beside the point. For the time being, we have Sphere. And Sphere is a sphere. Look at that. It's a blue sphere made of water. He wasn't kidding when he said a water object. And this one's another water object. It's basically a tunnel. Interesting. But yeah, you can jump in the water. Doesn't even have water, really. You don't like actually splash or anything in it. You don't actually have the ability to really enter. Oh, okay. There is. It's just so thin that you don't really have a sounds or anything normally for it. But yeah, you can swim around in it. It's just really awkward to do such. But yeah, look at that. This one's a bit too high to actually really reach, I'm assuming. I assume if I was like an inch higher, maybe I could get into it. Let's see here. Let's see if we fall through the water or we could actually like land in water. Yeah, see, you can actually swim in it. It's just like every other water source. I believe that's just innate nature in Quake. You don't really need to set anything up for it. So we're not really going to see examples of it not like that, if I'm right. But yeah, you look at the level, that's really all that's in here. These two water objects. Not exactly a level that's breaking any records or really that interesting. But it's another early level for Thread, made at the same time as Temple was. So needless to say, a nice little level to check out and add to our little collection of early test levels. But something that we're definitely not really seeing is the next groundbreaking level made by Quake. And that's why I didn't really want to bother too much and wait too much longer on doing this one. Because as said, it's a really bare bones test level. It really doesn't have much to it. It's just this. Probably has so little, I guess it wasn't even included in some compilations. But, I mean, Door H was included. All those other levels were. So, rather interesting to see this little level that is that obscure. Then again, certain levels including Aftershock, as said, also aren't generally included for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It's like certain levels seem to be included a lot, and then certain levels you don't really see at all. But that's aside the point. For this one, this is basically all we got. 1 water, 2 water. Okay, with that in mind, other mind people, it has been really pointless, as said. It's a bare bones test level. What did you really expect? But it's something. It's a new level for Quake we haven't seen, and therefore it's nice to at least check it out. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been an adventure, and I shall see you all. Hopefully it's something a bit more substantial. See you all next time.